York, during his run for the presidency, Barack Obama, who taught constitutional law at the University of Chicago, argued strongly against the Bush administration use of executive authority, including its self-justification, its rationalization of the warrantless wiretapping of American citizens. Our fifth story in the countdown, that was then, this is now. President Obama's Justice Department now not just defending Bush officials from lawsuits surrounding National Security Agency domestic spying, but seeking to expand the government's authority by making it immune from any legal challenge regarding wiretapping, ever. Welcome to change you cannot believe in or sue over. The case, Jewel versus NSA. 5 plaintiffs who contend that AT&T illegally transmitted information about their phone habits to the NSA. Attorney General Holder's Justice Department arguing a lot of things, including something called the state's secrets privilege, the executive branch's standard go-to move to protect classified information. Quoting from page 12 of the government's motion to dismiss, all of plaintiffs' claims in this case would require or risk the disclosure of information properly protected by the Director of National Intelligence's assertion of the state secrets privilege. As we mentioned, standard stuff, but the real doozy, the Obama administration seeking to expand its authority, arguing that under something else called sovereign immunity, the government can only be sued if the wiretaps involve willful disclosure. Page 5. A willful violation in Section 223C1 refers to the willful disclosure of intelligence information by government agents. And such disclosures by the government are the only actions that create liability against the United States. In other words, unless the government publicly releases any information about you that it has gathered by spying on you, you cannot sue it. It gets better, and by better I mean worse. The Obama administration wants you to believe that it does not matter if the program is no longer operative, arguing that the same standard should apply for the first Bush terrorist surveillance program, the TSP. Page 15. Attempting to demonstrate that the TSP was not the content dragnet plaintiffs allege, or that the NSA has not otherwise engaged in alleged content dragnet, would require the disclosure of highly classified NSA intelligence sources and methods about the TSP and other NSA activities, even confirming or denying already publicly confirmed facts, like the compliance of AT&T and other telecom giants, right down to the numbers of some of the rooms in which the information mining machinery was contained. That is apparently out of bounds. Page 16, the DNI again has demonstrated the disclosure of whether the NSA has an intelligence relationship with a private or particular private company would also cause exceptional harm to national security. The Obama administration. Time now to call in our own Howard Fineman, senior Washington correspondent for Newsweek magazine. Howard, good evening.
Good evening, Keith.
What is the political calculation here, and who made it?
Well, as to the first question, the Obama administration is balancing two things. One is the public politics and the risk of really antagonizing the first base that gathered beneath and behind and pushed the Obama candidacy. The one that was concerned about the war in Iraq, the one that was concerned about overreaching by military, the one that was concerned about overreaching by the then President of the United States. Those people are concerned and they're upset and they're disappointed. But there's an internal politics too, and it's the politics of the intelligence community. It's the politics of the CIA. And Barack Obama is an outsider there, and he picked as his CIA director another outsider, Leon Panetta. And in talking to Democrats on the Hill and talking to experts such as Jane Mayer, the author of the terrific book about the dark side of the Bush administration in terms of torture and surveillance, this is what's going on here. Obama and his people in the White House do not want to antagonize the intelligence community because they need them to support them in the war on terror and to get the president's job done around the world right now. That's what's going on.